Hello and welcome to Open and Shut Reviews. My name is Ken McKim. Thank you so much for joining me. And on this show, I talk about pens and all things fountain pen related. So today I want to talk to you a little bit about stub nibs and how they can wildly differ even amongst the same manufacturers. Today I've got three types to show you. The first one coming up is by Nemosine or Nemosine or however you pronounce it. It's the Neutrino. It's one of their smaller pens. Might actually be the smallest pen they make. And I got this in a really nice red shellac looking, it's beautiful, beautiful color. Anyway, as you can see, this is a nice wet writer, but it's not too wet. It's not wet enough that you're going to have to reach for the blotter paper every single time. Ink capacity is pretty good. It's a standard converter. The thing I like about this is that it gives me that line width variation that I love. It makes my writing look fancy with very little effort on my part. I don't even really have to flex the nib at all. Just alter the angle slightly on the horizontal versus vertical strokes, and voila, my writing looks really fancy. I like it. I love that. That's what I want out of a fountain pen. Okay, this next pen is also by Nemosine. The color is Monarch, I believe, and the brand was the Fission. Much heavier than the Neutrino because it's much bigger. Both the Neutrino and the Fission made from all metal, basically. Now, while the Neutrino takes the smaller number 5 nib, the Fission takes the number 6 nib, a little bit larger nib, but it is also a 1.1 stub. But notice the line width variation is not as extreme. It's more subtle. They're both very heavy pens. You don't want to write with either of them posted, in my opinion. That's just too unbalanced that way. Even with the Fission pen being not posted, it's still not great for long writing sessions. And then the third one is my former favorite, which is the TWSBI Eco 1.1 stub. Take a look. It can be a very wet writer depending on the ink you're using in it. Good flow. I occasionally have to grab the blotter, but not too often. And until I saw the Neutrino, I used to think this had a really good line width variation on it. So here's all three writing samples side by side, and as you can see, well, for me, the Neutrino wins. It just has everything I'm looking for in writing with a fountain pen. It looks fancy with very little effort. I don't have to actually learn calligraphy or any kind of fancy writing styles for my writing to look just much better than it has ever looked in my life. It's a little too small for extended writing sessions. I find I would really like to find a pen made of some resin material like the Eco that takes a number 6 nib but has the same kind of grind on the number 6 nib as the number 5 nib found on the Neutrino. And I'll give you a side-by-side picture right now between the Neutrino nib and the Eco 1.1 stub nib. If anybody knows how I can get a larger acrylic or resin fountain pen with a number 6 nib with this same angle, this same grind on it as the Neutrino, let me know, because that would be my ultimate pen, honestly. Right now, the Neutrino is my everyday carry. It's replaced the Eco for that purpose. That's it for now. If you have any information you want to share, you can leave it in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're new here. Thanks for joining me. Until next time, I'm Ken McKim. You take care and enjoy your fountain pens.